So, the question of inspiration. It's one that comes up a lot, and it's understandable, but it's something that I have a hard time describing. In fact, I can't, because it's not relevant really to how I work, at least not how I interpret the term inspiration. It's not like I see something out there in the world, or I experience something and it inspires me to do a painting, or inspires me to try to express that or reflect that in a painting. Since I'm a completely non-objective abstract painter, and therefore don't have any content or subject matter per se in my work, I'm strictly visual. It's all a matter of visual, visceral perception and what that does. And it's not what that says or what that expresses or reflects, it's what does it do? What does it do to you when you look at the painting? In fact, I tend to prefer to think of paintings or artwork in general as being the source of inspiration rather than the result of inspiration. If I had to describe where my work comes from, I would say the previous painting. I mean, that's the starting point for anything I do, is what I've been doing. Sometimes that's a really positive thing. You know, I'm working on stuff and I'm excited, maybe just in general, or maybe there's something really exciting happen on that specific painting. And so on the next one, I want to continue that. I want to do it again, or I want to expand it and see where it leads to next. Sometimes it's not quite as exciting. Sometimes I'm dissatisfied, or there's a gap, there's something missing in the work. And so the next painting, I want to address that, and I want to fix it, or take it in a different direction that's more rewarding. And it's a totally call and response kind of process. When I'm working on something, I'll start with an idea, like I say, based on what I just got through doing. And it's not a verbal or conceptual idea, it's strictly a visual thing. And so I start to lay that down, and immediately, with no exceptions, it goes south right off the bat, and I screw it up. And so at least that gives me a starting point, and then I take it from there and I go somewhere else, and then I go somewhere else. And that's actually a good thing, because the more often you screw up a painting and have to scrape it off or paint over and recalibrate, the better the painting is in the end. It's kind of painful and I lose patience, but it's what always happens, and it tends to work. That's kind of my willy-nilly chaotic process in a nutshell.